The Panama Canal is an engineering marvel that connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, allowing ships to traverse between the two bodies of water without having to make the lengthy and dangerous trip around the southern tip of South America. The canal is located in the narrowest part of the Isthmus of Panama, a land bridge that separates the two oceans. Now let's discuss how the Panama Canal works. The Panama Canal has a lot of locking systems at every block. Yes, there are a lot of locking systems. They use these locks to raise and lower ships as they pass through the canal. There are 3 sets of locks: the Gatun locks on the Atlantic side, the Pedro Miguel lock in the middle part, and the Miraflores locks on the Pacific side. Now, the primary water source for the canal is Gatun Lake, a man-made lake created by damming the Chagres River. The lake acts as a reservoir to supply water to the locks. When the ships pass through the locks from the Atlantic side, they are raised to the level of Gatun Lake. Subsequently, they are lowered back to sea level as they pass through the locks on the Pacific side. Each set of locks consists of a series of chambers that are filled with water to raise the ships or empty to lower them. The chambers have massive steel gates at each end that are opened and closed to control the flow of water. These gates keep the water from flowing freely between the chambers and the ocean. This gate is called the miter lock. The design is simple and is called a watertight lock, when the flowing water forces the gate to automatically close. After the gate closes, the water level is raised. To better understand how this gate works, I will make a video on how it works, so you better subscribe to this channel. Entering the locks when a ship approaches to the Panama Canal, it enters the first set of locks at the Atlantic or Pacific entrance depending on its direction of travel. Each set of locks consists of 2 lanes, so multiple ships can pass through them simultaneously. Filling the locks, the water level in the lock chambers is adjusted to match the water level on either side of the lock. To raise the ship, the gates on the side facing the ocean are closed and the gates on the side facing the lake are opened. Water is then allowed to flow into the chamber, gradually raising the ship to the level of the lake, transitioning through locks. Once the water level in the lock chamber matches that of Gatun Lake, the ship can move forward to the next set of locks. This process is repeated in each set of locks until the ship reaches the highest point of Gatun Lake, and finally, the ship exits the last set of locks, and it is free to continue its journey in either the Atlantic or Pacific Oceans. The Panama Canal is an intricate and efficient system that allows ships to safely navigate between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, saving time, fuel, and the risk of encountering hazardous weather conditions around Cape Horn.